Hey everybody, today is a beautiful day to dig into some Legends of the Lils. So let's open a box and see what we get. Alright everybody, my name is Peter, you are in the MinMax studio, and today we are going to open a booster box of Vibes Set 2 Legend of Lils. So we're going to open up one box today. I know I got a bunch here, but let's take it easy. Let's see what we get. I have opened a couple packs at this point. This set comes out this Friday when this is being recorded. The August 29th is when the set releases. We have boxes for pre-order. We unfortunately are officially sold out of set 1. So we have no more boxes for set 1. I'm trying to see if I can find some more from somewhere. We'll see what happens there. But we still have singles. We have a very active singles collection right now. We opened up a decent amount of boxes to kind of, jumpstart the set and to see where we're at. So we're going to do the same thing with Legends of the Lils. So let's start out with looking at this box. It is very shiny. It is a very nice box. It looks very good. It's solid. You saw on before I took it off that we have a wrap with the OCG and Vibes logos on it. This was perfectly around it. And then we also have an additional seal here. There is no seal on the bottom, but this is not very easy to open. I would struggle to open this without breaking the box. So the security measures there are pretty solid. It's a very beautiful box. So let's open this up. Let's see what we got. So like I said, I've opened up a couple packs because I'm an addict and I wanted to see what we could get. So there's what it looks like for those of you at home. It's very pretty. That's Binkus, right? I think is the name on top, not Bunkus. So we have a pack now for our Baron Fish Pockets. Let's see if we open this up. We get 2 Barons. Very nice. So card quality has changed. The cards themselves feel a little bit different. The card stock is solid. It's firm. It reminds me of the Final Fantasy trading card game, for those of you who played that one. Not the Magic set of Final Fantasy, but the actual Final Fantasy game. It's a little gritty. Not in like a bad way, but there's a little bit more texture to the card. The finish is great. The colors look good, at least on those. So now let's get into our packs here. I'm going to take them all out. One stack there, the other stack here. You can see the bottom of the box has like the insert. It says, I'm going to pull it out. It says Legend of the Lils. That's a nice, very cute touch to the presentation of this box. It's going to make having this box in a display case in our store, it's going to look nicer. So that's awesome. Attention to detail there. The packs themselves feel great. I don't know what it is. It's the matte finish. It's not like a normal booster pack. So I really appreciate that. It has a perforation down the middle. So you can rip them open like that, which is nice. So I'm not going to show the codes because they're mine. I play this game too. So I need the codes to work on my decks so that I can get the dummy thick this season, because I haven't done it yet. Because the worst part about selling cards in card games is that you don't get to play the games. So I get to hold the cards. I've probably opened and held more Vibes cards than anyone else in this game. But I've played so few games because I'm busy doing this side of the job. So let's look at these cards together. We have Flop, Drop, and Roll. That's adorable. I'm going to kind of slow roll for a bit because I have not looked at a lot of these cards. And then we'll just rip up the rest. Penguin Who Rakes. Little Waker. That's cute. Little Singer. The Lord of Lightning. Go with the Flow. I was just in Vegas at the Venetian, actually, so that's kind of a cute one there. Wizard of Balloons. Okay, so we have the dual color cards in this set. Little Who Hoops. Glass Act. That one's cute. Parasol Rod. When this rod enters play, choose a rod and unflop it. That's pretty cool. Eiffel Tower, one of the locations. Enter the Huddle. Abilities trigger twice. Whenever another location enters play, you ice this relic, which is a standard relic rule. So stealing my code card. Okay, first foil, Cheeky Side Quest. So the foiling is amazing. So I opened up a few packs before. I will fight anyone who says that this currently isn't the best foiling on the market. It is just beautifully done. It's very tasteful. It's not over the top. And you can you can see it pretty well on the camera. It is really cool. So I know there's a couple different types of foiling in this set, so hopefully we'll get some of the alt foil options as well, just to show off to the camera. All right. A little skydiver, little baker, little jelly. That one's cute. Overwhelmed with fish. Wizard of the Deep. That's such a great pose. Wizard of the Void. Dunk a Donut. As a massive Dunkin' Donuts fan, I'm going to put that one off to the side because I think that's currently my favorite art. Band Together. Enter the Bounce House dimension. Pongo. When Pongo enters the huddle, put 8 vibe counters on it. That's a lot. Pongo doesn't participate in the vibe check. Whenever you play an action, remove a vibe counter from Pongo. If it was the last one, search your deck for a penguin card, put it into play, then shuffle your deck. That's pretty sick. That's cool. And Little Quaker. Once again, the foiling, very cool. So we currently have Legend of Lils booster boxes on pre-order on our website at minmaxgames.com. You may want to try minmaxgamesvibes.com. We're in the process of getting it linked. It may take a few days for it to actually work, but Little Who Breaks Free, Little Frosty, that one's cute. I like that one. It's got the carrot. Little Garden Keeper, Little Bamboo, Wizard of the Void again, Wizard of Dreams, that one's nice. Easter Island with the penguin. Enter the Bounce House, Little Painter, Do a Little Math, that one's a little too real for me. Penguin Whose Belly Aches, choose a rod you control and return it to its owner's hand. That seems just like a solid. Oh, we got it. Force of Lil. As a Magic player, this card is sick. This is just really cute. It's a really fun, flavorful card. I'll see if I can put up the thought process behind it. But yeah, that one's going over as one of my favorites as well. It says choose an action and cancel it. You may pay this action without paying its pudge cost if there are at least 5 flopped Lils in your hand. So that is definitely going to be one of those like, no, not today. The game's going to end and I'm going to win. Ride the Train, Toss Up, Little Introvert, Stargazer, Garden Keeper, Fish, Melt a Marshmallow. That's cute. Honey, I Shrunk the Pengs. That's childhood right there. Little Zoomer. That's me. Simon Smasher, Miss Tweenie, and Little Moonlight. I like that one too. Yeah, the foiling is probably my favorite part so far of this set. Outside of just everything else, I have not played much of Legend of Lils at all. I haven't looked at the cards too much, so I'm probably gonna have to do some net decking for a bit to kind of get the feel of what people are looking at because I'm too old and I don't have time to to do all the pre-work, the prep work to make this happen. Unlike Little Chef here, who's making some sushi. Mystery of the Everlasting Fish. Oh, it's like the Gobstoppers. That's cute. You get a physical when you use a physical. If this card is in your ice, return it to your hand. I could see some really cool bouncing effects there. Little Dragon Rider, 6 for a 5. When this penguin enters the huddle, pick up 2 cards in your opponent's ice and put them on top of their deck in any order. Your opponent knows the order. Okay, back-to-back cards. I don't think I've seen that yet. Space Cadet, Lil with a balloon. We got some Banksy art concept there. I like that. Son of Lil. Be Merry and Go. Sir Vibes a Lil instead of Vibes a Lot. 16 for 21. Physicals used to pay this card's fish cost count for 2 at the start of action time. Draw a card. So I will definitely have a Sir Vibes a Lil deck just to try to make that happen. And then we have a... Ooh, we got one. We got it. This is I can't remember the name of the foiling. It's like fractured foiling, something like that. It looks like they took the foiling and then like broke it with a hammer. So it's not consistent throughout. It's like in different places. But this is very subtle, but it looks great. I could definitely see this as an upgrade for the art there. And then we have a normal foil Lil Bellyacre. Once again, the foiling is beautiful on these cards. I really am enjoying opening these cards right now. All my code cards are going to be, that's okay. I'll try to redeem them all before. So if you get to it before me, then it's on the house. But we have set 1 codes that are going to be listed soon after I've completed my collection. But it'll be an opportunity for those of you who want to. Maybe you're not ready to play the physical game, but you still want to have those online codes, and it'll probably be a little bit cheaper than if you were to just pay for it online. Glow and Behold, Half Past Chill, Miss Tweenie again, Flip a Flapjack. That one's cute. All right. I don't know what the expensive cards are of this set yet. I have not looked at it, so I could have skipped through some very valuable stuff by now. Lil Can't Stop Eating, Save the Skies, Bakes the Bread, Milkmaid, Tie Game, Saw You Too. We just had those from the last one. Honey, I Shrunk the Pengs, Distract. Oh, it's the meme. That's adorable. I love that meme. Pick a card in your ice, return it to your hand. And then we have Ooh Shiny. This is a great foil for this card. It's if you can see it, it's like the water reflection. Yeah, I could definitely see why collecting foil sets of this game would be so attractive. Because the other thing is, it seems, and obviously I don't know, this is before release, but the card stock makes me think that these cards are not going to they're not going to curl, which is an issue with a lot of card games. Oh yeah, also, let me see a card that I don't. We'll do a little Frosty. We'll sacrifice one for the team. So another awesome thing that Orange Cap Games did was that they adjusted the core of the card. So if you're newer to TCGs, the core is like the middle layer of the card, and it's partially used as a detector for forgeries, fakes. So I'm going to rip this card, and when I rip it, you'll be able to see, maybe you can see it, there is an orange core. So this card is orange in the middle because it's Orange Cat, which is awesome. But there are no other games that I know of that have an orange core. So that is a great way for them to help figure out forgeries, fakes. You can, obviously if you rip the card, it doesn't matter because the card's gone. But you can maybe tell on the side that it's got a little bit of an orange tint to it. You might even see the code cards in the middle, which are more white. So it's just another safety measure that they've put into place. Oh, I didn't even open this pack. I just went straight to the good stuff, and we hit something cool. So, little comic, little Daydreamer, not today. You can only play this action if it's face down as a rod. Flip this card over to play it. Choose an action and cancel it. Its controller draws 2 cards. That's a great card. Penguin Who Shakes. This is another good example of that fractal. Yeah, look at that. That is so cool. Yeah, the foiling on these is amazing. And then Lil Quaker with the normal foil type. Awesome, awesome. I still think Force of Lil and the Dunkin' Donut cards are my favorite. If we pull a Nyan Cat, I don't know if we're going to sell any of the Nyan Cats because I'm that's my thing. So I may just have to collect all of them. So we'll see. I wonder if they'll have sketches for Nyan Cat because that would be sick. I would definitely pick one of those up. 4 of a Kind, Little Quaker. The pack art is also pretty cool. I like when companies have multiple pack arts instead of just one. Because then you get to pick. You're at a store and you're like, I want that one, I don't want that one. Frostress the Great, 4 for a 1. Action for 2, choose a flop, Lil, and ice it. That's cool. 4 of a Kind. That makes it a lot easier to open these packs when you have the preparation. Lasagna, Pudgicate, Ice All Relics. That's kind of cool. Phone Home, Tubbins the Bold, Penguin Who Bakes. So obviously we're looking for sketches. That's kind of that's what everybody wants. That's the really awesome icing on top. But I have to say, just the normal art and the way that these cards... Oh, we did it! Look at that! We got it! Nyan Cat. That's so cool. type is penguinish. When Nyan Cat enters the huddle, put 2 vibe counters on it. When Nyan Cat is flopped, remove all vibe counters from it. Yeah, that's definitely something that I want to keep. Tina Who Tears is our foil. Look at that. We were just talking about you. And there you are. So cool. Okay, let's see how many. It'll be interesting when we do our when we open up boxes. We always keep information based on what's pulled, so to figure out what the rate of Nyan Cats are per box, because it's number 151 out of 150. So I don't know if there's more than that. Lil Who window washes and serve vibes a little in foil. Look at that. That card that's beautiful. That one's sick. Yeah, I wonder how many other cards there are going to be. Is it just the one? Is Nyan Cat the only like super card, or are we going to see more? Because I think the whole set at this point has been spoiled. Obviously, this won't go out until after release day, so we'll see everything by then. But Frolic, choose 3 penguins, put 3 vibe counters on each of them. Whoa, that's cool. Yeah, so I wonder if there'll be more cards that people find on release day. One of the other games that we sell is Flesh and Blood, and we do a lot with that. And at their world premieres, there's always cards that hadn't been spoiled yet, and so you're at this massive tournament, and then people are opening up their packs to play the game for the first time, and everyone's screaming like, "Look at this! Look at that!" So that's always another double. A cool thing to kind of really hype up a game. Capture the moment. Choose a penguin, unflop it, and put vibe counters on it equal to the number of physicals you have. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of physical cards, which is great because set 1 didn't have that much to do with physicals, at least that I played with. So I love alternative win cons, and I love alternative ways to kind of interact with the game. So if I can do like a physical deck, it's definitely something that I will attempt. Doesn't have to be good, it just has to be fun. Frolic, Be Merry and Go. Leaning Tower, little solo adventurer. Whenever a location enters play, draw a card. Whenever another little solo adventurer enters a huddle, ice this penguin. Okay, so you can only have one solo adventure at a time. That's thematic, that's cute. That makes sense. The locations are something that I'm kind of not sure about yet, so we'll see how that interacts with the gameplay. I can see it definitely being one of those things where there's just, if you put too many in a deck, it just mucks up everything you're trying to do. I'm calling them fracture. I know they're not. Chat, what is it called? Please correct me. Tell me I'm silly. Because they're beautiful. But I know there's an actual term for it. And then we have Little Lucky. I was talking to someone at the company, and I was saying you guys should have Glacier as a type of foiling, like an etched kind of thing. Little Lucky. Whenever another purple penguin in your huddle or a relic you control is iced, you get a physical. Okay, so we got a cards that produce the engines to kind of churn through to get those physicals. So that's neat. All right, little paper. Haven't seen you. So it's, I'm seeing a lot of reprints. We're going through one whole box, but at the same time, there's quite a few cards that I think after opening up one box, we're only going to have one of or a couple of. Josephine Party Penguin. The next time you put a vibe counter on a penguin this cycle, draw a card. So you're not going to get like a full set from a box. That's just not how this game works. That's not how any games work. There are too many cards. But it does seem like you get a very good assortment of stuff. You get enough different cards to really kind of begin to contemplate how you're going to build a deck, what you want to end up doing. The Great Wall. Whenever a player plays an action, that player copies that action and makes new choices for the copy. Whenever another location enters play, ice it. That's cool. So one of the things we also do, because I think it's great for the community, for those of us who are just getting into a new game, is we sell play sets. So we have a complete play set of first set commons and uncommons, all together, boxed together. So it literally has all the base cards that you need to play the game. And then you can just buy the individual rare and super ultra rares, the higher rarity cards that you want to play this game that you need. So it's a little bit cheaper to begin the game. So we'll offer that for this set as well once we've done all of our openings. Because some people really just want to play the game. They don't want to open up packs. They don't want to gamble with that, and I understand that. Look inside. Be big and goofy. Now me, I like packs. I like to open packs. I like to gamble. I like the risk reward of what you might pull. It brings me back to my childhood and opening Pokemon packs as a kid. So getting to do this again is just always an awesome time. Opera House is my foil. Another relic. So we're still at 1 Nyan Cat. And 1 Force of Lil. Now that's, I wasn't expecting more than 1. That's not a normal occurrence to have that many of that rarity card in a box. Statue of Liberty. Sheesh. That's our first sheesh. You can play this action if it's face down as a rod. Flip this card over to play it. This action does nothing. Whenever you play a red action, return this card from your ice to your hand. I love these like trading, like sweet cards, like, you know, the kings, queen, jacks, jokers art style. It's really cool. And a little mocker. That's cute. We got a little SpongeBob reference there. Whenever this penguin becomes unflopped, if it's not at the unfloppening, choose a penguin and flop it. So that one's going to go, I'm not going to cover up Nyan Cat though, but that's a cool card. I saw that one this morning, looking at some of the Discord images, so that was cool. Another 2, okay. Correlation hasn't been bad though. It seems like it's been pretty mixed up, which is great. Wizard of the Void is the foil. All right, last pack. Can we pull a sketch? It'd be kind of silly to pull a sketch in one box, but let's see. Flop, drop, and roll. Penguin Who Rakes, Lil with Balloon, Statue of Liberty, Feather Forecast, Glow and Behold, The Great Wall, and Lil Space Cadet. This penguin's vibe is twice the number of relic cards in your ice. Once again, very cool for the relic concept. All right, so the winners by far, Nyan Cat, Forest of Lil, and as a donut person, the donuts. That was a very fun box opening. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy this game. Have you ever played Vibes? Do you only play online? I'd love to hear some information. This game is new. It is growing exponentially. Like I said, we are sold out of set 1 already. I'm trying to get more boxes. We do have Legend of Lils boxes available. I believe the breakdown is that if you buy a case, you get a sketch. There's like 1 sketch per case. I think it's one sketch per less than a case, but in a case you're guaranteed a sketch. So if you buy 10 boxes from us, you will get a sealed case instead. But yeah, this was fun. We'll have more box openings soon, so thanks for hanging out with me, and take care.